Hello guys, Monkey here, and I will be talking about peripherals today, but my own opinions, okay? These are my opinions. If you have a different opinion, that's okay. End of the day, it's all personal preference, but maybe some of my viewpoints can be useful. The absolute most important thing before we even go into peripherals is that you need to have a good PC to perform. There is not one keyboard, mouse or headset that will fix having 50% less FPS than the enemy. But I know how it is. Not everyone can afford a new PC, and sometimes you just need to upgrade your peripherals. So this video is for you. Let's start with the least important and then move up to the most important, in my opinion. So to me, the least difference maker is gonna be your headphones. It's not that serious. I don't think anyone needs to buy those 1000 euro headphones. Pretty much any gaming headphone you will do fine. Wireless is nice to have, not necessary. Headphones, just go for comfortability. Find something that's really comfortable for your head. That's what you should focus on. I think headphones can make a difference, but the difference is not something that you cannot work around with worst headphones. I don't think there's any player who is already good and would start playing bad if they got bad headphones. I think the next thing that's like not the absolute most important thing is a mousepad. Now this is gonna sound crazy to some people because there are a lot of mousepad elitists who need a 100 euro imported from Japan fucking sheepskin mousepad with glass infused in it. But to me, genuinely, I could play on any mousepad and I would be pretty fine. It's just time getting used to it. The only difference that they can make is if you have a sleeve and a glass mousepad, you can pretty much eliminate friction. But then again, that's also personal preference because I like to have friction to aim well and fast. So it's just get something that you like, not necessarily what costs the most. The next one in the line is a keyboard. I think having magnetic keyboard, actuation point changeable, it does a lot, but it's not like, it doesn't do that much. Like many super good players have never touched changeable actuation keyboards. They play very good. The difference is small and it's very situational where it makes a difference. I think everyone should try it out, but I don't think it's like the absolute biggest importance in your setup. I think when it comes down to it, your feel for your keys is a bigger difference. Like if you like linear or clicky, the kinda how much you have to put pressure on it, that makes a difference. Kinda more than if it's the most expensive Wu thing. To me, I think you should try out some keys and figure out what you like and then just go off that with your budget. I think everyone should try at least once in their life to use magnetics, but it's not like, it's not gonna change your life, you know? Now we get into the very, very important stuff. Very important stuff. Your monitor makes a huge difference, like a really big difference. And even at the same price point, there are so many hidden horrible monitors that you can get caught with. Be very careful when buying a monitor, very careful. because I was deciding between a few monitors, some Zowies back in the day, and I saw some YouTube video of a pro player. I don't remember who it was, maybe Scream. He got like a new monitor and I was influenced and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna buy that one, it's in my price range. Absolute horseshit, ghosting and everything on this monitor. So be careful when buying monitors. I always suggest looking at some like in-depth reviews, searching up the monitor's model, looking at the ghosting, stuff like the whole screen response time, because it near the edges of your screen it gets worse. Some monitors are good with that, some are bad. Color stuff you should look out for, people test it with like specialized tools. So yeah, monitor, be careful with. Everyone who's buying a monitor, just be careful, it's an important purchase, it makes a big difference. Now we get to the like big point of the video, which is gaming mice. Holy shit, how many just horrible mice are out there. People just love to buy, for example, the G Pro Super Sheet, which I did too. It's like, oh, every pro is using it, it has to be good. No, it breaks instantly. Okay shape, but just no. Bro, I think when buying a mouse, wireless does make a big difference. Fuck DPI, I see mice all the time, they come out with pictures where it says like, we have 800,000 DPI. Fuck DPI, fuck your hertz, 1000 is enough, I'm fine with 1000. Humanly impossible to see 8000 hertz. Fuck your hertz, make the shape good, make the quality even better, and then I'm interested. I think for mice, every single human being should focus absolutely only on how well it fits your hand. I don't care how good the mouse is. If you are uncomfortable holding it, you will never reach your maximum potential. It fitting your hand is so important. Me personally, if there was only like one mouse that felt good and everything else was uncomfortable, I would take that mouse over, for example, wireless. I would take a wired mouse. If everything else felt bad, I would take a wired mouse. That's how important it is to me. But let's just like go over everything, because a lot of this has been just like talking and it's kind of hard to actually take in the information. So let's go over it one more time together, okay? So headphones. Take something that's comfortable to you. Look up a little what's your price range. But most importantly, get something that's comfortable. If you're buying wireless, make sure it has a good battery life. For mouse pads, you can experiment with what you like. If you like less friction or more friction, find options that fit that specific need. But overall, don't go spending your whole budget on a mousepad. It probably won't make a huge difference. For keyboards, everyone should be able to try magnetics, meaning actuation point, but unfortunately they are expensive and they are not in everyone's budget. So the big tip is just make sure you look carefully on what kind of keys you like. Monitors are very important. When deciding what monitor to get, you kinda have to look at a lot of information and make an educated pick instead of getting influenced by what's advertised. And also be very careful of sales. Don't buy the cheapest one, the most in sale one. Be careful with the monitors. Now, gaming mice, a lot of just bullshit, not useful stuff that gets thrown in with the advertisement. Go, if you can, go to an electric like store or whatever it's called and just try out some shapes, or find a store that lets you order them and then return if you don't like it, because the shape and build quality is so important, like above everything. Just get something that fits your hand. Wireless makes a difference, a big difference. And I think you should at least try wireless if you have the budget, but find something that's comfortable. That's my absolute top one tip. Be comfortable. Now, some other things that are important but not necessarily peripherals is your desk and chair. You should be sitting in a good position, right height for your back, legs, everything like this. A lot of videos about correct office, like ergonomics for your back. I think everyone should check out a video like that just to look at their own kind of positioning and see, hey, how's my back feeling? Am I actually at a bad angle? Because that can make a huge difference and you won't even realize it. So that has been my very quick opinionated opinions about peripherals. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments and I will answer every question. And follow me for more videos. I make them a lot, I stream. So give me a follow and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.